What is the criteria for selection for Airborne?
Again, like I said, first you have to volunteer and then you have to be willing. In any other unit, and you can be posted as a commanding officer. I got a letter. I got a call from the MS. They said, "Sir, are you volunteer?" Marga, why are you asking that question even to me? They said, "Sir, because we can't post you there unless you confirm to me. Just hold on." So I immediately replied back to him the SMS ki refer our ongoing conversation. I written in capital, bold, and underline. I am volunteer and I'm willing. But now, see, you got the message? Like, yes, sir. I'm in. So you need to be voluntary and willing. And then you need to undergo that probation and then you need to do your para course. Once you're done with this, you qualify, then you are there. And at any point in time, somebody says, "No, sir, this I find difficult, I can't do." Please, you're not welcome there. Then you go back.
Are there physical traits that are preferred?
No, there are no physical traits which are endorsed on the paper, but you need to prove everything on the ground. On paper, there might be a 20 odd list. Maybe people are not even having 2 of them. So on paper, we don't believe. Everything is on ground. You prove your worth on ground and you are acceptable.
Got it. Does every jump change you?
Yes, every jump is a new jump. Every combat experience, the contact is a new experience. Even within one jump, I tell you, like for example, when you are in the aircraft, there are 3 examples I can quote. 1, you are standing in the front. This is 1. Second, there is a trail of 41 guys, 42 guys, 21 on each side. Then you are in the center and then you are in the last of the stack. One column which is sitting on the either side is called as a stack. So the mind, makeup and psyche is different with every position also. What to talk about other jumps? As a commanding officer, if I'm in this front and I'm taking the first jump, that is generally the norm we used to follow. As a battalion commander, you will be the first one to exit the aircraft. The moment you are out of the aircraft, because there are 3 lights, red, blue, red, yellow and green. Same as traffic light. It gives you a signal. And the moment it is green, green on, go. The moment that light is on, you can't even take a fraction of second to delay it. Why? Because there is an area which is marked on the ground, which is known as dropping zone. Calculating the weight factor, the height, the speed of the aircraft going at a 600 kilometers, the weight and other things, the kind of the parachute you are using. The moment you exit, you are going to come back within that zone. So you will have a relatively better area. If you take even the difference between the jumps, it is even less than 0.7 up now the second. It is the speed of go, 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 go. That is the speed. People don't even jump out of the bus from that at that speed. So if I'm the first one and if I take 0.7 extra also, 2 things are for sure. Firstly, I'll lose that respect. People say, "Bloody, he got scared." I can't afford that luxury as a battalion commander. You are out means you're out in that moment. Second, I know it is going to cost somebody life, those 0.7 seconds. If I delayed it, he probably is going out of that DZ. That is 1. But that freedom is there. No one is in front of me. I can take a command and you're out. But when somebody is in the center, now that time when you see people are going and एक आगे वाला थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे कहीं हो जाता है, your entire biorhythm get disrupted.
That's happened?
No, not with me. I always used to be the first one to jump. I love that thing. Now there is a guy who is in the last. Imagine there are 20 guys and they had already jumped out of the aircraft and you see he has got some distance to cover. Now he's running inside the aircraft and there he goes out. His psyche is different. Every jump is a different. Once it had so happened, people had jumped. We had done with our jump. We were down. Last 3 guys in order of stick and it was a night jump. And one possibility which has never been discussed, it never happened in the history. It is highly not anticipated and it happened. The cord on which it was a static jump, on which cord was there and it went off.
What?
See, in aircraft, where you're sitting, when you're jumping with a static jump is something when you have got a parachute, there is a cord attached to a parachute and the hook is on a cable, which is in the aircraft. So that cable got broken because when you jump, there's a particular distance it goes and then the cord is taken out of the aircraft. So from the parachute, it gets deployed. But in this case, just cord mein wo lagta hai that cord itself got broken. Now, because of this, what had happened, the 3 guys, they just slipped silently out of the aircraft. And they were under this false sense of this thing. Now the cord will get unbroken and my parachute will get deployed. It never happened.
It didn't open.
It didn't open at all. It was just 10 second at the max, 11 second, not even 10 second. They just touched the ground. Coming from thousands of feet, it was around 1450 was the feet height. They touched the ground, and when we went to see them, they were exactly in the same training which had been taught to them. They had made a position, their legs were folded in a particular fashion that is called para position. They were in that position. They had followed the teaching to the last breath. They were in that position, and parachute was not there.
All three of them.
All three passed away. The fear factor sets in. But see, this is all about the mindset. This is how special forces, airborne units, they work. One way to look at this thing, okay, and you give the condolences, feel bad about it, and just let it go. Second thing was every boot which was there on the ground, what made to fall in there, they were given new fresh parachute, aircrafts were deployed, they were told to board the aircraft, you went in the air and jumped at the same night. So
What?
that same night, before the bodies were moved from there, everybody fucker will jump out of the aircraft. And rightly so. Why? Because once you don't do this thing, the fear factor, it becomes a gossip. Something went wrong, it can happen. No. Once you're done with this ritual, then people are this thing, things happens. It happens. It is a part and parcel of this job, and these are professional agents. This is not the first time it has happened, neither it is going to be last time. Nobody can guarantee. Such things will keep happening, but you can't let it go. That fear factor should not come. It had happened, we just did it again. Nothing happened. So don't worry, chill.